And welcome back to Newsmax Now. I'm Miranda Kahn. It's time now to take a look at your health radar. Millions of us in America struggle with weight gain, but now a new study reveals 3 ways to help us keep the pounds off. Researchers at Tufts University say some foods actually help prevent weight gain, while others make it worse. For example, you should pair proteins with low glycemic side dishes. Add yogurt, seafood, and nuts to your diet. And lastly, don't shy away from that high-fat dairy. GlaxoSmithKline recalls a popular 4-in-1 flu vaccine. The drug maker says the current formula fails to protect against certain strains of the flu virus. The recall affects some 1.7 million doses, but the company's not sure how many are still on the market. California health officials say the Disneyland measles outbreak is over. The theme park was linked to nearly 150 cases back in December, as you may recall. But now the California Department of Public Health says there haven't been any new cases reported in over 40 days. And Dr. SANJAY GUPTA, CNN's medical correspondent, throws his support behind medical marijuana. Gupta claims medical professionals should get behind the movement, saying 53% of Americans favor legalizing pot, while 77% support medical use. And now forget about the polar vortex. Experts predict that a pollen vortex will bring a nightmare allergy season to millions of us. Doctors say trees and flowers all seem to be blooming at once. Great. Following a long winter season. Now, bless you.
You may have heard us talking about this. We're going to go a little bit more in depth on this and bring in Newsmax Deputy Health Editor Nick Tate, who's joining us live from our newsroom. Nick, we know allergy is a big topic of discussion on NewsmaxHealth.com right now, and experts have predicted this nightmare allergy season. But why does this year seem to be so much worse than years past?
Well, John and Miranda, you know, what tends to happen when we've had a long, cold, wet winter is it prompts many different species of trees and plants and grasses to pollinate, to basically bloom at one time, and that creates what we're looking at now, which is this kind of nightmare scenario with spring allergies. For some reason that scientists are not entirely clear, the spring allergy season has been becoming worse and worse almost every year, and what that means is that more people are going to be sneezing and wheezing and trying to get relief. We're not entirely sure why, but we know that a bad winter leads to a bad spring allergy season.
And of course, if anyone knows how the seasons work, we started hearing about this first in the deep south, now moving on up along the east coast here in parts north. Here's a allergist speaking on a local CBS station in Richmond, Virginia. Let's take a listen.
What people who don't have allergies maybe don't realize, it can really interfere with just daily activities. A lot of people feel like they're walking in a fog all day. They can't really be at their peak performance.
All right, so we talk about coughing and sneezing, but this goes beyond just simple irritations here. What we heard from that doctor, Nick, can cause real problems for folks.
That's right. There's according to the CDC, about 8% of Americans have actually spring allergies, but when the pollen counts get so high, they also become irritants for folks who are not allergic. So, you know, really the best relief is to do all those things that people with allergies should do, and that includes keeping your house very clean, that includes turning your air conditioner on, and making sure the pollen stays outside. Take your clothes off before you bring allergens into the house, and it really is important to know when to be outside. Allergy counts tend to be very high in the morning, so you want to be inside in the morning hours. And of course, those antihistamines that work for people with allergies work for everyone as well. And you can think about allergy shots too for those who have serious problems.
All right, Nick. So, you know, folks even who don't have allergies traditionally can still be affected by these irritants in the air. So depending on your symptoms, always a good idea to check with your doctor and maybe go to a specialist if things get really bad. Nick, thanks so much. And of course, you can always find out more about what Nick's talking about on NewsmaxHealth.com, and also get a copy of his book, Da Vinci's Baby Boomer Survival Guide. You can get that right now at babyboomers711.com. Again, get the copy of the book, babyboomers711.com. We always appreciate having Nick along with us, who can really parse those health headlines. And the one about pollen, everybody's talking about it.
Everyone is.
Everybody's posting those pictures on social media, too.
Even you're having some issues.
Even though I'm not allergic, Nick, just like what he was talking about. No allergies, but being affected by it.